Good evening, Charles. Sorry for the late. Or actually, it's probably right on time. I do have to check the difference in time. And I just have found something, finally, to show something. I'm watching something because I'm just curious. I'm curious. This was the problem. These were the problems. It makes sense now. I understand. You need a gesture. The gesture is, I'm passing you the scissors. Aren't I? I'm passing you the scissors because I have a problem with not that. Aha. I see. See, this is about child support here. It says I owe $24,365. They just keep sending me these. We're stuck in a robot, Charles. We're stuck in a automated computer program down here, mate. It's not good. It's not good for anyone. I'm guessing it's not good for England. And I looked on here because I was looking for a crown. There isn't a crown on there. There's a crown on the Department of Transport. Transport is an issue, but I'm guessing I can ride a horse. So I'm going to try and ride a horse back to England, I think, to get you the Union Jack. And then, this is what I've just found out. I'll put the scissors down, okay? And this isn't, I'm on a screen. I'm far away. The scissors are of service to you, of course, as always. I think I'd made that clear sometime before, but I might not have. So when I bring you that flag and those coins and that book that you can hold for the Pope, because I'm getting sick of holding it. It's really heavy. Yeah. And then what I thought I could do, because I just think it will be nice, a nice gesture, considering we're talking about child support and service. It's, that whole domestic thing. And then what I will do is I will make you a sandwich and I will cut the corners off the sandwich and I will serve it to you. Happily. Happily and you will never, on my children's lives, receive a challenge from me, nor my children, or their children, or their children, or their, you know how long it is. I will swear an oath to that on penalty of death, and I will serve you the sandwich, so the square sandwich with the corners chopped off away, and then I will bring it to you. And then perhaps with your permission, I would try one. Believe it or not, I don't think I've tried one yet. And I could be wrong. More than likely I'm wrong. I'm sure my dad at some point did make me a cucumber sandwich. I was fond of tomato sandwiches. Just plain tomato with salt and pepper. I remember I had one on the way down to Albany when I was about, I don't know, I would say 9 years old, maybe a bit older, on a trip with my father. I still know the little service station, which is just a tiny little service station on this road to vast distances between it. And I just remember it. It was that little service station and my father were the only people that ever served me a tomato sandwich that I actually liked. It's amazing what you'll do for a good tomato sandwich, and I'm sure the same applies to a cucumber sandwich. So if I bugger it up, please tell me. Okay. Please just say, Shannon, that's the worst sandwich I've ever had, but I appreciate the gift. Horse across a couple of oceans there. That's going to be interesting. But I got a year. I hope a year is enough. I haven't really thought about how long that will take. Could be, considering I've never really ridden a horse. I have sat on a horse when I was young. I feel like I will pick it up quickly, but yeah, I'm going to swap my daughter's tiny house. I built her a house and she doesn't want it. So I'm going to buy a fucking horse with it. I'm going to buy a bloody horse with it. Ride that bloody horse back to England. It's going to be black, I think. I just have got this idea in mind about riding in to your gates on a black horse to give you a gift from Australia. And then I want to visit a couple of family things because it's just been a long time. It's been a long time for this branch of the Wise family down under. And I just need the cold right now. I need to return. Winter is coming, I suppose, for me. A real winter which I have not ever known. And my heart cries out for it. It really does. We are of that land. And I think we've done pretty bloody well down here, all in all. Despite all the nonsense today, on the ground, in the dirt, pretty well. There are some concerning things, and I will discuss them with you in detail if you wish when I arrive. if there is any way you could acknowledge this gesture, the gesture of I'm trying to show that on camera, of passing you the scissors, they're pointed at me, thrusted into me, if you will. That gesture, and then of course when I get to England, the sandwiches. That hopefully is enough formality to appease anyone's concerns that we are not participating in absolutely legitimate business. I've been such a complicated time with so many new things, and I thank you for your support. I will talk to people on the way and get a feel for that journey and report back. I would ask if it's possible, if there is any way you could provide me with some type of identification. I have my Australian driver's license, but I'm not really comfortable on that journey with just an Australian license. Some type of identification would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'll let you decide what is appropriate, as you have far more knowledge of this. I trust that as I'm on a journey back to England to give a gift to the King, I trust that that journey will be safe anyway. So I'm not worried about that. But I would just for certain situations, if you deem it appropriate, I at this stage now would appreciate some type of identification. I feel like I've had my Australian experience, a long, grueling Australian experience, especially the last few years in service. But I'm feeling pretty good now, feeling pretty focused and ready to undertake the immense tasks that we all have in front of us and in the future. And so I hope that this little snippet, you'll have to send my regards to your previous chef. Potentially you're still your chef, not really sure. On the assistance there with getting over the line with this diplomatic activity. I understand the due diligence, the situation was very, very intense. I think you've handled it very well, perfectly, in fact, so well done. I am immensely proud to come from that island, from all islands that my father has lived on and his father has lived on, and all the way back to that island that still sings in my soul and in my heart. if there is anything particular I could bring for you that you could request, please let me know. I will, I will, I guess, get a horse. I like bartering. It's a better kind of thing. I get so annoyed with this market. People want to rock up and they ask all these questions. It's like, it's there, buy it or don't buy it. I don't know if I just, that's how if something's there, I buy it or I don't buy it. Especially online, it's a terrible, I'm not a shop that sells things. I used to be. That was a pain in the ass. The reason I have to sell this tiny house to buy a horse is because it's a complicated, long story. Any recommendations on a horse as well would be invaluable. I have no idea about horses. I have today made a wonderful discovery about another domestic animal, though, that I would love to discuss with you. Also, as kind of an adopted father figure, but I don't know if that, you're probably used to that. Like a mentor father figure role from a long way away. It's the whole family that I get upset when people speak ill of you because you've had such a time to rise to the crown, such a momentous time of change in an institution built on stability, that it must have been one hell of a battle there, and I commend you on the glorious way you've presented yourself and your family throughout all that. I have no idea how you do it. What I was going to say is that if you have any name suggestions for the horse, as I'm saying, you're a very trusted person in my life. I already have children. I don't really intend on having any more. But I will be getting a horse, and I guess that horse needs a name, unless they already have names. I don't know. Do horses already? So no, Shannon, horses already have names. If you buy one to ride soon, it will already have a name. I don't know. I am a fool in this for some reason. That reason more than likely is whatever instinct I have to ride horses. I don't think I cared for the horses in that DNA, in that thing. The caring for horses seems a bit obscure to me. But riding, I think I can figure that bit out. And caring for, and I'll make sure that I properly prepare myself for that journey. In the interest of myself and of the animal, of course. So that's going to take a little bit of research too. I think I can squeeze this out of the bag. I think it'll be a lovely example of a slower paced approach in a world at breakneck speed, literally. breakneck speed. It is such... It pains me, and I'm certain it pains you as well, to see what is unfolding, or what was unfolding around us. Let's just leave it there. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I look forward to any advice moving forward. Thank you.